Alrighty, and here we are back again. Today we'll be talking about the MEGO line, the original and the new. As you can see, there's a sample. Well, these are the new ones, which we'll talk about in a minute. A brief history is that MEGO started off with a action figure called Action Jackson, which was their version of, at the time, the 12-inch G.I. Joe line. And as you can see on Batman, Robin, and Superman, this is their 50th year anniversary. Okay. But at the time, they did something that I don't know if you could do it today, because I don't know if MEGO can get the licensing for it. But it was just, well, I shouldn't say just. Then it was all the superhero, Marvel and DC. Because I had, well, I remember having these guys when I was 5. Show you how old I was. I could not tell you which one the first one I got was, which I'm assuming it was Superman. And, well, as of today, I probably don't have none of them. But you couldn't, I don't think you could do that today with all the marketing between Hasbro and, what's that? Well, I can't remember the name of the other one, but each one's got their own license deal with the brand. Because not only did I have Superman, Batman, Robin, I also had Spider-Man, Thor. They even had Tarzan. And Conan the Barbarian, pre-Arnold Schwarzenegger times. Quiet. And for a while, MEGO was the popular toy line. They were outdoing everybody because they got license deal for just more than just DC and Marvel. They also did the Planet of the Apes line at the time. The Star Trek line. They also did a Wizard of Oz set. Now, I did have Star Trek and then Planet of the Apes original runs, but I did not have the Wizard of Oz. Let's see. I'm trying to think of Starsky and Hutch, I think they did that. Kojak. And if it was popular in the 70s, MEGO probably did it. Now, the thing I think MEGO regrets, which would have probably kept them, because they turned down George Lucas to do a Star Wars run. Instead, George Lucas went to Kenner, and, well, the rest is history on that one. By 1977, or 5 years later after these run, there was over 30 superheroes in the line. Batgirl, Supergirl, the Invisible Woman, the Fantastic Four. So as you could tell, MEGO had a good thing going with their 8-inch line. Of course, with Star Trek, you had Kirk, Spock, McCoy, Scotty, Uhura, a Klingon, a Romulan. And like I said, if it was popular in the 70s, MEGO probably did. I think they even did an emergency line. And then they were good. And then when Star Wars went to Kenner and everything went to even smaller with, so they could use, you know, X-Wings and Millennium Falcons ships, MEGO kind of died out. And they were bought out by, let's see if I can find it on this box. Maybe they weren't bought out. Maybe somebody just bought the company and took it over. I thought, okay, never mind. Now MEGO's coming back with a vengeance. They've redid the Planet of the Apes line. They've got a Willy Wonka. They've got Teen Wolf. And I knew it was just a matter of time before I figured they'd come out with rebringing back to superheroes. Now, I hope these superheroes are a lot better than the 70s. Like I said, I don't remember a lot about the 70s versions. I do know, like the S on Superman, which is a sticker, and if you played with him for a while, you just had a blue shirt and a red cape. Same with Batman and Robin. And as you can see, they look to me, for what I remember, the face sculpts are just alike. And they got previews on the side. Oh, there it is. I don't have Aquaman yet. And no, that ain't Jason Momoa, the new Aquaman. That's the old blondie with pale skin. And of course, here's Superman. And there's a sticker and it says World's Greatest Superheroes. Here's Batman. Sticker, utility belt. Now, I don't think the 70s utility belt was plastic. I think it was like a cloth made into like the costume with it. And I did open this one up because the one thing I do remember about the 70s Batman, well, and I wanted to make sure he still did it. I didn't take him completely out of the box. One, Batman's wearing mittens. Okay, maybe they're bat mittens and he's in the Arctic. But the one thing I wanted to find out was this. And I remember this from the 70s. His cowl does come off. So if you could, and at the time, if you had an Action Jackson, you could change clothes because they were basically the same body, except for different heads. And then, of course, when he went back to the Batcave, you put the back on the cowl. And da-da-da-da-da. Come on, focus, focus, focus. Oh, hit the button. Sorry. Like I was saying, da-da-da. Batman. Let me put him back in a box for 2 dots inside. Na-na-na-na-na. Play toy. Okay. And here we have the boy wonder Robin. And for what it looks like, I'm not going to take him out of the box, but the way it looks, his mask comes off. And just like Batman, the R would fall off over time. Now these might too if they were played with. And of course you got the 70s Batman with the skimpy outfit. 50th anniversary. The cape. And then we got, well, Green Lantern didn't come out till like the end of the run. So they brought him out. And he don't look like the Arrow from the TV series, but this is the Arrow I saw in the comic books. And then you got on the, these got like, they say they're 8-inch posable with 26 point of articulation. And then they got a guy responsible for bringing them back. And sorry if I'm pausing too much, but I'm just reading. Okay, it says right here. Let's see, where was it? Oh, there it is. Not suitable for children under 36 months. Choking hazard. Please remove all packaging to protect a child. But the funny thing was, on the front, it says 17 plus. So it made me 17 months. I don't know if that means years or what. So, and then we got the original Shazam. And then, of course, he wasn't Shazam when I was growing up. He was Captain Marvel, but due to courtroom battles and lawsuits and everything else, now he's just Shazam, and Marvel owns the rights to Captain Marvel. And the same thing on the back. 26 points of articulation. So, I was just wondering how Star Wars would have looked back then. Now, I remember with my Planet of the Apes figures, their bodies are held together with a very tight rubber band. And I think one of mine broke. And my mother went and got a piece of elastic, tied it, put his arms and legs back in, tied it tight as she could, but he was never able to stand up. He was jiggly, and I do believe he's somewhere around at my house still with that old elastic. And, well, that'll be it for today. If you like what you saw, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and leave a comment. I appreciate my subscribers who have joined. I should have said that at the beginning. I appreciate every one of you. I just want to keep this train going. I enjoy it. It gives me something to do. And until the next time, bye-bye.